Hi, this is Marcia, and this is part 4 of the 6-part series of how to get started from teaching from home. The next thing I want to talk about are some websites. There are so many websites out there, and more are going to be tossed at you like, try this, try that. I definitely say go for it, try what you want, but also make sure you know your own ability. Pick one or two that sound interesting to you. Don't go full in. Don't be like, I'm trying everything and throw it at the students. Try one, see how it goes, and if the kids are liking it and giving you positive feedback, well, then continue with it. And then maybe add in another one as just like a little extra. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go into free resources, and I'm going to break it up into 3 parts. 1, academic websites. Free academic websites that are going to give you great data, show you what the students are learning and how they're doing at home. Then I'm going to go into creation websites, how you can get those students to actually create online. And number 3, the next thing I'm going to talk about is collaboration. How you can actually allow the students to collaborate even if they're miles apart from each other. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. So the first one I'm going to talk about are your academic online resources. This first one is one of the websites I've been talking about for the last 12 years, Newsela. I love Newsela. The reason why I love Newsela so much is, one, they just went free for the rest of this school year. So thank you, Newsela. We appreciate it. But the other reason why I like it is you can assign current event articles for math, language arts, science, social studies, the arts, community, world events. You're going to get one article, and the students will be able to pick which Lexile level works best for them. So they can read the same article at a 3rd grade level or all the way up to a college level. It comes with quick quizzes that will provide you data on how the students are doing. You guys, these are really good current event articles. I highly recommend if you don't know Newsela, or if not using Newsela, please go and use it during this time, because it's a really good platform that's going to really help your students understand main idea, how to go back in and find details inside of articles. It's a great platform. Go take a look at it. The next one is fetcolorado.edu. This is an online simulation for math and science. And it does go down pretty far, like as in grade levels. I think about 3rd grade all the way up to physics. Definitely some really great resources there. What it is are these micro labs, so the kids can go in and they do perform these little micro labs. So let's say they're learning about static electricity. They'll go in and they'll have like a shirt and then a set of balloons, and they have to take the shirt against the balloons, and they have to see how many electrons and protons are there. Or let's say they're doing states of matter, and they're going to work with a beaker, an online virtual beaker, where they turn up the heat, watch the molecules move around, or they'll turn down the heat and watch the molecules get closer together. There's also math simulations that are really good for probability, statistics, just algebra. So please go in, look at fetcolorado.edu. It is free, so take a look at that. The next one is one that I just found from TCA and conference in Austin, Texas. And this is a really good one. I love it. It's Mathagon. And I'm telling you, it goes all the way up into calculus and drops all the way down to algebra and pre-algebra. But what I love about it is it's like an online textbook that is going to allow you to be interacting with the content. So it'll pop up. I was doing one on symmetry the other day. It pops up with like a little paragraph, talks about symmetry, has you do a quick little vocabulary word, make sure you understand it. Then as soon as you answer that question, the next section of the book pops up. And then it's going to have you actually draw lines of symmetry. It's kind of like a textbook met Desmos, and it kind of like merged it all together. You guys definitely take a look at Mathagon if you're a high school math teacher. It's really worth your time, and it's free. The next one is Freckle.com, my true favorite application for K through 8. For math, science, social studies, and language arts. The reason why I love Freckle so much is because it's adaptive. The Lexile levels go up and down based on how students answer the questions. It will read the questions to the students. It has a dry erase board. It incentivizes the students by getting questions right. They get coins for the pig store. They get to go dress their pig, and they come back and they answer more questions. It sets daily goals for the students. Actually, I think it's weekly, not daily. But it sets goals for the students, and they get to pick what they want to work on. But the best part is the data that comes back to this teacher. They can see how long they worked on it, the percentage of questions they got right, You guys, if you're not on Freckle yet, go and take a look at it. I know they have a good 30-day trial, so it's going to get you through this time where you're not working with your students in the classroom. The next one is Actively Learn. I like Actively Learn because it reminds me a lot of Edpuzzle. Actively Learn is where you're going to be reading a document. The kids are going to be stopped while they're reading to answer discussion questions. A teacher can embed videos into the articles. Actively Learn is free and it's very easy to use. You can put any text inside of there and you can customize what you want the kids to use. With all of these programs that I talk about, there are already pre-made ones out there for you and your students to use. So if you don't know how to use a program yet, just do a couple free ones or do one that's already pre-made on a topic that you might have already taught or one that you're getting ready to teach. So those are my 5 academic websites that I would recommend to any teacher getting started from teaching from home. Now, let's go into creation. I love these websites because I love it when I get to actually create. Seesaw.me is one of my absolute favorites for creating. The students can go in on any device, take a photo, record their voice, draw on top of the photo. They can make videos. It is so easy to use, and the best part about Seesaw.me is it turns it into a student portfolio. So you can see all their work from the time that they're in school, that they're home learning, or when they return back. It's all going to be in one cute bundle for you. The next one is, this is our prime time to actually get our students to start coding. My nephew, who's a senior, Thomas, love you Thomas, he actually is setting up where he's really working on coding during all this time. He's like, I want to code, but I never have time. So he's doing his online classes, but then he's like, I have all this extra time, so I'm going to go in and start working on coding and developing an app. If you want to actually push our students to the next level, get them into scratch.mit.edu. It's a free online platform that's going to teach them how to code and create things. If you're afraid of Scratch and don't know what to do yet, you can start out with code.org. That is a little bit easier to get you started and it provides you lessons for your students. Either one are great. The next one I want to talk about is Toontastic. I remember when this one first came out, it was an app on the iPhone and iPad. Just recently, over the last couple of years, it is now Chrome-based. But what it is students have these little characters and they build stories and you can show the climax of the story. And it's really cool to actually see these students creating these fun, engaging stories with an online program. The next one is Storyboard That. There are so many ways you can use Storyboard That. From creating sequencing of events, from retelling a story, from actually just recapturing what the kids are thinking. Storyboard That is free. For students, you just go in, you can get logged into the program, and you can build all of these really cool storyboards or comic strips that go along with the content that they're learning at from home. And last but not least, one of my absolute favorite creation website is s'more.com. No, not the s'mores whether you're eating, like chocolate and marshmallow and graham cracker. This is a flyer creator. You actually make flyers, and you send them out, kind of like a poster. It's an online poster generator that you can send out to other people. I made 2 in the last 2 days, and I've gotten 6,000 hits from around the world. So it's kind of fun to see where everybody's hitting my poster from and what they're actually clicking. As with all of these websites, we want to definitely make sure that we're not using first names, last names, email addresses, home addresses. We want to make sure we practice good digital citizenship. That's the last thing you want is somebody to get hurt from putting out content that they shouldn't be putting out. So just really be watching that and have those good conversations with your students during some of your open group discussion time. All right, the third set of tech tools that I want to talk about is collaboration. How do we get these students to collaborate and work together when they're not even in the same room? Well, I'm going to share out some of my favorites. The first one is eMaze. I love eMaze because it's actually like an engaging slideshow that looks like you're creating a newspaper or walking into a museum gallery. Or I had one time it looked like I was doing one on Amelia Earhart and it looked like I was flying through the sky. eMaze, the collaboration piece, is that more than one person can work on the slideshow together, and it's an engaging way for them to showcase their information. Padlet.com. I love Padlet because the kids think of it as like a Pinterest board, and the kids can go in and put their ideas, and they can post questions, they can post links, they can post videos. It becomes like a Pinterest board for the classroom. It's a great way to get those kids to share out what they're thinking and what they're working on. And they can collaborate not only with the students in their classroom, but other classrooms or other schools or other states. So take a look at Padlet.com. YoTeachApp.com. YoTeach is an online back channel. It's like your very own Twitter handle that you can use with your students where you can post questions, they can respond. Again, it's just a back channel, so it just becomes like, hey, I don't understand how to do this, or hey, I need help with, or here's my link. This is where I'm supposed to be putting it. So this is definitely, YoTeach is a good back channel app. Think of it as a Twitter, but your own personal Twitter for your classroom. I know most of us know about Flipgrid, but in case you don't, take a look at Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a video creator, and they're creating more and more aspects of this that are really starting to engage the students. They go in, you post a question, they respond with creating a video. It's simple, it's easy, it works on any device, including your phones. So the kids have the ability to go in, make quick little videos, and share them out with their classmates. Voxer. This is one that I don't personally use a lot, but I think this would be kind of fun in this time where we are working from home, that they could actually set up like little voice chats back and forth. So, they're good at texting, but wouldn't it be cool if they actually were recording their voice and sending it back and forth to each other? So take a look at Voxer. Voxer is another one just to get those kids to collaborate and work together. All right, I went through that super fast, but don't worry. If you filled out that Google form, I will make sure that you get a copy of it and you'll be able to use it. If you don't have that Google form, here's that link to that Google form. So send me, you put in your information, and I will send you all those tech tools along with a printable with more resources that you can use in your designing of online lessons as you learn to work from home. All right, that was part 4 of the 6th series, part of working from home, teaching from home. So next I'm going to talk about how to design a lesson. Okay, I'll be right back.